Hey, what's happening people, Naughty Morty here, back again with another Battlefield video. This week I've got a topic which has been hotly discussed on a number of my Twitch streams over the past couple of weeks. And that is, what maps, what modes and what games are we going to be seeing in Battlefield Portal going forwards? Of course, I don't have any of the answers to those kind of questions, I only know what we're going to be getting up front. But the one game that I probably would champion above all others at this stage is actually Battlefield Hardline. I know, I might be in the minority here, but let me give you a few reasons why I think Hardline would make a great addition to the Battlefield Portal mode. First and foremost, the game modes. In Battlefield Hardline we were treated to some very unique and interesting game modes that have never been seen since or before in the Battlefield franchise. I'm talking the likes of Blood Money and also Hotwire primarily. I think it'd be super interesting to have the option of bringing either Blood Money or Hotwire into the new Battlefield game, playing those modes in modern military setting, in the types of environments we're going to see in 2042. I appreciate you might have to change the dynamics of the modes or how they're going to be structured to fit in line with that aesthetic, but I definitely think it could work going forwards too. For example, Blood Money could be changed to a bit of a dynamic of Hazard Zone, whereby two teams are attacking one cache of hard drives and attempting to get as many back to their respective vaults or bases as possible. Hotwire is Hotwire, but within the 2042 setting, there could be a number of experimental military vehicles that each team has to try and commandeer. Like I say, you can put a modern military twist on these game modes even though they were centred around the cops and robbers mechanics of Hardline. Secondly, some of the weapons definitely need to be in Portal. I'm obviously thinking the likes of the taser, but also some of the other weapons as well. And more importantly than the weapons themselves, I think the cosmetic system in Hardline really does set itself apart from the other Battlefield titles too. For those of us playing on the PC, having access to the gun bench and the battle log and being able to change things through that system was very unique and interesting to me. And I'll be honest here, I am a sucker for a cosmetic at the best of times, and some of the flashy weapon camos that you got to see in Hardline really did get me going in terms of the cosmetic side, rather than just drab technical patterns which you see in a lot of military shooters. And to be fair, I do believe that some of the maps in Hardline really do deserve a second look. For example, Downtown and Dust Bowl are two of my favourite maps of all time, regardless of them being in Hardline. Then you've got the likes of Bank Job, Alcatraz and Black Friday too, which are all very close quarters focus maps, and it certainly seems like 2042 doesn't have any of that at the moment. Rather that DICE are going to be focusing close quarters combat on individual sectors of the larger maps. And to me, where DICE has been the most successful has actually been in some of their close quarter map work. I've mentioned it in the past, but the Close Quarters DLC in Battlefield 3 is arguably one of my favourite DLCs of all time, and a lot of the Hardline maps really do echo that. I appreciate I might be speaking out of turn on that one, and I know a lot of people aren't particularly interested in close quarters combat when it comes to Battlefield. They're more interested in wide open spaces and vehicles being involved for the most part. But I think it'd be interesting to see if DICE could bring these maps back and build on them a little bit to incorporate slightly larger player counts and to make game modes like Domination and Team Deathmatch more entertaining. Ultimately though, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I am pretty skeptical that Hardline will make a return, for the simple reason that I think DICE have really tried to distance themselves from the IP since it was originally released. Even if it was just a little nod, maybe bring back a map or two, I think that would go a long way in terms of bringing in potentially a very siloed part of the Battlefield community at large, with a little bit of a nod to them for the dedication they've put into playing the game since its release too. But let me know what you think down below. Should Hardline make a return into Portal? And what other maps and modes should be making a comeback as well? I've got a few video ideas already planned around it. I'm looking forward to jumping into some of my favourite maps and modes from previous games with the community. As always though guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you again for your time. I look forward to catching you in the next one.